Hi Aquarius, welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of March 2023. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but do keep in mind as we move forward with the reading, this is general for your month, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I more than appreciate the love and support, the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't joined this amazing growing Aquarian tribe already. But as you can see, I did pre-pull 2 small money and career oracles, as well as 3 tarot of dreams to begin the layered spread. But before we jump into the cards, the overall message that I channeled for you for, of course, your money and career for the month: financial gain, showing everybody what you're made of. Financial gain, showing everybody what you're made of. Beautiful. So I feel like it's a very powerful, confident kind of month for you, where even at times in a bit of an effortless way, you're shining through the utilizing of your talents. Okay, if not one in particular, it feels like you're being viewed as a star. I mean, you are an Aquarius, but to begin, we have hard work pays off. Beautiful. So it's a month where past efforts, current efforts throughout the month are paying off in your favor. It feels like I'm seeing the wheel of fortune, the wheel turning in your favor. There's a feeling that something's continuing and growing and prospering for you because you just are, they're saying relentless, or just consistently putting effort towards seeing that work out for you. I feel like your helpful nature is coming to play for a lot drawn to the reading, but I do feel like if you choose to put oneself out there in the public eye, whether that's in person, I'm getting public speaking for some, it could be on social media naturally, or a different type of platform, that is paying off for you big time. All right, there's a potential to go viral at one point, if not multiple points throughout the month. I do feel like you are doing something so damn well that it impresses people left and right. There's a sense of people's jaws dropping when it comes to you, again, utilizing your talent or talents to, I want to say, again, to help some people, or maybe one demographic for some, but at the very least, it's coming back to pay off in your favor, all right? But moving on to the second card, we have sudden windfall. Absolutely beautiful. Sudden windfall. This is a month where, naturally, going back to the overall message, financial gain is to be expected, right? You may even find that it's just more than you expect, more than you would anticipate even. Now, I do feel like if you choose to gamble, this will work out in your favor at least once throughout the month. But even if you don't, the sudden windfall is coming out in your reading for a reason. It feels like for a lot drawn to the reading, there is that expected paycheck or multiple deposit or multiple to be flowing in for oneself, right? And that helps you feel more secure and pay off bills in a mature manner, and even treat oneself. And I want to say, for some drawn to the reading, some frivolous spending that could be cut back on, right? If you're being completely strategic, that's being advised from spirit. But I do feel like on top of it, there's unexpected income. There's this sudden windfall that just feels quite gratifying. I do feel like some drawn to the reading have an expected large lump sum that's going to be deposited into your account, or it could just be a physical check. But there's a sense of you needing to manage that quite responsibly, right? There may be one, if not multiple, bills that need to be paid off, taken care of with that money. But I do feel like there's a need to put the majority of the remainder aside, all right? For it feels like you're being prepared to fly towards new heights, potentially an upcoming change that you're not maybe 100% or at all financially prepared to make, right? Could be a move of residence, a new car, something of the sort. Could be more than one thing for you. But I do feel like you're putting in a lot of effort throughout the month. A hardworking Aquarius, to say the very least. We also have, these came out and I didn't choose them for the 2 main ones, but we got being discovered and luck is on your side. Beautiful. So I really do feel like, again, being put out there in the public eye, in the spotlight in certain ways, gaining that success and being discovered all the meanwhile. But there's a feeling of luck being on your side in regards to the ability to make money. If you're an entrepreneur, business is booming, is what they're saying. Customers, clientele coming back around, and new ones popping up left and right in order to see you gain that financial wealth for oneself, see that growth. but also just to potentially you're needed, right? Your service or services, products or products. It could be more than what I just mentioned, but I feel like you're needed either way. It feels like you could be a core individual aspect is what I'm hearing in the department you work for the company you're working for, or multiple. And I feel like there's just a reliability about you, a maturity again, that is coming in handy and being looked at in an honorable light. All right. I feel like people are honoring the Aquarian nature. Okay. The Aquarian name. You could find that your name is being spread. I do feel like there's a sense of you just, again, doing what you do for work, whether it's running a business and or working a day-to-day job or multiple, and doing it well. There's a feeling that you will throughout the month, for the most part, want to stay busy. And I do feel like this will work to your advantage, but do remember to beware of burnout. Okay, we need you to be going the distance and to have things continue to grow and prosper for oneself. And if we're finding oneself getting, whether, having some well-being issues, right? Whether you start to get sick or just feeling that burnout come to be, is not going to benefit the longevity of what you're trying to succeed at, all right? And see come to be for oneself. But we have the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. So I feel this is truly your energy being drawn to the reading, male or female. Remembering we all have that masculine and feminine sides within us. But I do feel like you are embodying this grounded confidence when working your job or jobs, running your business, multiple for some. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if you have more than one career opportunity you're wrapped up with, excuse me. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's more than full-time work going in, being put out there into the universe. I do feel as if there's a very logical way about how you're at times managing your money, how you're getting a job done. I feel like there's cleaning and organizing taking place at home and or at work. And this is keeping you busy. It's helping you have a clear mindset and to see things in a very, again, logical, very clear manner, way. All right. I do feel like there's a lot of speaking throughout the month, a very Eight of Wands vibe. I do feel as if you are conveying a lot of messages. For some, you're a spiritual worker, a light worker. You can be a light worker either way, but I feel like Spirit may speak through you a lot throughout the month. Spirit may need for you to get certain messages out. I do feel as if some of us drawn to the reading are learning new aspects of your life purpose, how you're meant to see one's skill sets and talents evolve moving forward. And this is going to feel like potentially a bit of a trial and error sort of, I gotta learn this along the way. This is very new to me. And I'm hearing the word expansion. So you might find an expansion coming to be for your business or within the company you're working for your position. But I do feel like either way, it's like a very eye-opening month for you, where you're starting to see your path for your career, how you're meant to make money, how you're meant to help people, seeing that more and more illuminated for oneself. And again, you might even be helping other people with a sense of illumination for them. I feel like you are a very hardworking, helpful individual once again. And this is why Spirit's saying there's no reason for you to doubt that luck is on your side. All right. Naturally, the hard work paying off is the biggest factor, right? Side by side with the money flowing in for oneself. But it doesn't hurt to have a sense of luck on your side. Moving on forward, and I feel like you're being viewed as a pillar of, they're saying gold and green success. Very interesting. One with dollar symbols in your eyes, but there's such a value that you need to be remembering, noticing when it comes to growth and different levels of abundance besides the monetary gain all the meanwhile. Does that make sense? It's like, yes, the money's good. It's even necessary, right? And you're meant to have a wealthy future being drawn to this reading. But the growth, the blossoming of something, the success in certain ways on different levels for you individually, that needs to be noticed, and that gratitude needs to be present for that, all right? So therefore you can manifest more of which. But I feel like a door could be opening for you. What kind of door is this for you? I'm very curious to see how that comes to be. We did have golden opportunity at the bottom of the deck over here. This could be a new job. It could be tied into somebody of importance noticing you. It could be more in regards to that expansion for your business. It could be a new business idea for some. But we have your energy. The Star card, beautiful. So it's this month where you're feeling like a star at certain points, if not the whole month, and people are viewing you in this way, again, honoring you. But taking another look at the Star card, at the different meanings of which, your goals, your dreams, your wishes coming to fruition left and right at certain points, but you may be coming to terms with something you wish to see come to an end, so therefore a wish to be granted moving forward in regards to a replacement or something new for oneself. You're clear evidence of when you cut out a very Queen of Swords vibe, when you make room for what's more fitting for you at this point along your path, even if what you're cutting out or hoping to moving forward, planning to, once did work out for you or had its place in your situation, right? Whether it's a job, a living situation, different type of investment, your evidence that that clears the room for the universe to be like, here we go. In divine timing, you will see this wish come to be for oneself in your external reality. But I'm also getting the vibe that in order to fill up the cups of others, or just, to help other people, you've got to remember to be filling up your own cup. So as a reminder to keep certain levels of consistency present when it comes to your self-care routines, working out. I'm hearing tanning for some. I know that'll be right for me, and I have Aquarius in my North Node. And I want to say when it comes to eating healthy, hydrating, stuff of that nature, taking a nap if you have the free time to do so, right? Getting consistent night's rest, your beauty sleep, if you will, because I feel like you're looking good and you're feeling better than you were in February for the most part, more alive, I want to say, but still feeling grounded, in spirit saying, let's keep chucking away, plugging away, right? Working towards, they're showing me a beaver. Keep working towards the achievement of one's dreams, goals, and wishes, while, again, you potentially could be coming up with one, if not multiple, new goals for oneself. But I feel like if you do find oneself coming up with a new goal, if not multiple, jot it down in a notebook, somewhere where you will remember where it is, because I feel like you might just have so much going on. And so that could be a nice reminder in general, regardless of what you have going on, what you don't have going on. It feels like a busy month for you, so just write things down, make lists. We know you can prioritize and multitask without writing it down, but I feel like it's just going to benefit you either way, all right? And I'm also hearing knowledge intake, beautiful. Oh, and they're also saying with this body here, any levels of vulnerability that you wrap oneself up with, that you take a leap towards, right? Even if it makes you a little bit nervous at times, that's going to pay off in your favor. But justice, beautiful. So our second major arcana out of the first three. So I feel like it's a big month for you, where I feel like there's naturally levels of justice, abundance coming into play for you. The scale's working out in your favor, and it's like, this may feel like a long time coming for some. I feel like some have worked towards something succeeding for years or a year or just months, and it feels like, yes, this is finally paying off. I'm hearing glory. I feel like you are shining, you're glowing, and even if you choose to put oneself out there and you don't show your beautiful looks, you still, kind of reminds me of me recording this way, reading with this at this angle, you still are very, very effective. I feel like you have a voice of an angel, a voice of somebody of true importance. I feel like your intuition is also coming into play. We know that is quite strengthened at this point along your path, and I feel like it may even become more, a lot stronger as the month trickles on, even if you can't imagine that taking place or coming to be for oneself. So that's going to come in handy when it comes to financial choices, how to manage your money, when it comes to your work for some, who to associate oneself with at home and or at work, potentially whether a door opening is right for you. You just look within. You have the answers, my friend. You have the answers. And I feel like for some, especially the entrepreneurs drawn to the reading, people will look to you for answers, okay, for clarity, for certain puzzle pieces, for potentially confirmation. But I feel like even in the work environment, say you work for a business, if not multiple, a company, you could find people asking you a lot of questions, customers, clientele, but I want to say coworkers, even people that you work for. Very interesting. I've been there, and that's quite gratifying. What else do we have? Flopping out. You might be at certain points, I feel like in the beginning of the month, thinking about a sense of lack, financially, but then just keep in mind, it's coming. It's coming. Ooh, the Strength card. Yeah, being viewed in a very bold and powerful light, my friend. And I feel like at certain points, you might feel a little bit feisty at certain points. I mean, you are an air sign, but I feel like it is tied into certain frustrations at home and or at work, whether it's one if not multiple people you're not fond of, or it could just be factors like noise and energy getting the best of you at certain points or beginning to. Just take a deep breath, ground oneself, right? Reground oneself. I would say meditate, utilize things like essential oils, and cleanse your energy. For my empathic Aquarians drawn to the reading. But you might want to do that either way. But we also have the Emperor, because I feel like, look at that, these two images, right? At times very, very serious, very dedicated, very smart, okay, intelligent, your intelligence, your mind taking a highlight in more than one way. But when you produce, when you develop, there's such a golden, talented way about it, okay, whatever it is for you, how you do what you do. And I feel like you're perfecting your craft throughout this month in particular. And of course, more so moving forward. And even if you were to reflect back a bit, but I do feel like at certain points, again, finding the balance in all, we do need to regain that strength to produce the best quality work, to keep that glow alive or bring it on back. There's a feeling that energy, maybe your spirituality, for some of your dreams, it could be the heavy workload, all that's on your plate, could damper your vibration temporarily, right? You could feel it. They're showing a thermometer, interesting, so that your body heat might change, your body temperature rather might change quite rapidly. I feel like that's a spirit. But anyways, but I was also seeing the temperature go down, and I feel like it's that was sort of representing your vibration, right? And spirit saying, well, you have strategies that you've learned, gained over time up until this point to kind of revive, okay, oneself, to raise that vibration once again, right? Whether it's self-care, cleansing your energy, put in your headphones and dance to some music, right? Find a way to get a release through it all the meanwhile, okay? But I do feel like once you get that vibration back up, once you feel stronger, brighter, that glow comes back, you are just on point. The Seven of Wands as well, because I do feel like, all right, you're being viewed as a true mystery, my friend. In certain ways, people are like, how the hell did you do what you did? How do you do what you do and do it so well? Why are you so intuitive, or how are you that intuitive? It just feels like you're impressing people left and right once again. But I do feel like there's the protection of your energy at certain points, your connection to a Leo. You might have heavy Leo aspects in your chart. So naturally with that coming out, I would check out that reading. Okay, and Libra and Geminis. And I haven't even done those yet. But anyways, I do feel like there's a lot coming towards you workload-wise, but this is also talking about praise, compliments, criticism, right? There are obviously naysayers, especially if you put yourself out there on social media, but do not let that get you down or damper your confidence in what you do. It feels like they're quite minuscule. The negative comments are just the naysayers in the midst of all of the positives coming towards you. And it's like, you don't give them the time of day, right? Don't give them the gratification of letting it damper your positive view of what you're doing in this lifetime. It just feels like you have a true importance, all right? I'm hearing the word passion. Although we don't have a ton of, or any fire energy on the board, we actually have the Emperor, but I just feel like you are, you're doing, okay, God's work, all right? I feel like you're a light worker. I just feel like you are needing to remain passionate about what you are moving forward with, even what you're beginning. The Seven of Coins, it feels like even when you're not in the mood, you get the job done, all right? It feels like there's a sense of your savings growing once again. Try not to dip into that if you can avoid it, but I just feel like we're gonna put this one right on the top. There's one, if not multiple, wish fulfillments taking place for you individually when it comes to your money and career. It's this feeling that at this point along your path, if you desire it, whether it's a change, more success, more money, you can see it come to be when it's meant to. I just feel like you're being pushed to notice that things are falling into place for you quite smoothly. Things are they're saying rolling in your favor, rolling in your direction. Okay, so again, a lot coming towards you, but I feel like the growth throughout this month for you on a soul level through your work, and even again something you're watering consistently, that's going to feel so gratifying. Different levels of abundance throughout this month, while again you're receiving that financial gain through it all. Remembering that, of course, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but abundance isn't just money, right? There's just different levels of which for you to be gaining throughout this month in particular. I feel like the last parts of this reading were a bit of a ramble. Sorry, bear with me. They're saying you're not always going to be perfect when speaking, right? There's going to be fumbles, there's going to be little slip ups, especially if you're spoken through by spirit. But I feel like whatever it is, it's purposeful and it's quite powerful all the meanwhile. Learning about your destiny, okay, your passions, your talents, your future when it comes to your career, and how wealthy you're meant to be in this lifetime. So the number is 77 coming out, but I'm not going to take that one. It was the Seven of Pentacles again. The King of Swords, beautiful, being viewed as wise, knowledgeable, mature once again, somebody who gets the job done and does it well and deserves the wish fulfillments when it comes to their money and career. Once again, this is a very powerful, life-changing kind of month for you individually, where there is true levels of financial gain. Your hard work pays off, and you're truly standing out in the crowd, in the spotlight, showing everybody what you're made of. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your month, and I'll see you next time.